Chapter 8 Social Reforms in India. The condition of women in the Indian society has always been a matter of concern. In the 19th century, Indian women were subjected to a number of inhuman social customs that made their lives miserable. Women were denied formal education and the right to inherit property. Widows could not remarry. Besides, sati, female infanticide, and child marriage, like social evils, also prevailed in the society. Indian society was also the victim of caste restrictions. This trend had given birth to many other social evils. Untouchability was one of them. To fight these social evils, many educated and enlightened Indians came forward and started social reform movements in India. Important associations for social reforms. In the first half of the 19th century, many enlightened people began to raise their voice against social evils prevailing in India. The reformers realized that many social evils and superstitions had kept the society backward and prevented Indians from progress. Some enlightened Indians formed association to work for reforms. Brahmo Samaj. In 1828, Raja Ram Mohan Roy founded the Brahmo Sabha, later called Brahmo Samaj, in Calcutta to work for social and religious reforms. Debendranath Tagore and Keshav Chandra Sen were actively involved in its activities. Veda Samaj. The Veda Samaj was founded in Madras in 1864. It was based on the ideals of the Brahmo Samaj. Its most important leader was Chembeti Sridharalu Naidu. The association attacked superstitions and the caste system. It also promoted women's education and encouraged the remarriage of widows. Prarthana Samaj. Mahadev Govind Ranade and Ramakrishna Bhandarkar founded the Prarthana Samaj in Bombay in 1867. The association worked for the abolition of the caste system and untouchability, improving the social status of women, widow remarriage, Hindu-Muslim unity, and the spread of modern education. Satyashodhak Samaj. In 1873, Jyoti Rao Govindarao Phule, affectionately called Mahatma Phule or Jyotiba, founded the Satyashodhak Samaj. Its membership was open to people of all religions. The association propagated caste equality and worked for the upliftment of the oppressed classes. Arya Samaj. The Arya Samaj was founded by Swami Dayanand Saraswati in 1875. Among other things, the association worked for the remarriage of widows. Ramakrishna Mission. Swami Vivekananda founded the Ramakrishna Mission in 1897 to work for socio-religious reforms. His guru was Swami Ramakrishna Paramhansa. Reform movements for women. Reformers believed that no reform could be effective until the position of women was improved. Many social evils hindered the process of the upliftment of women. These social evils were the practice of sati, the pitiable condition of widow, lack of education among girls, child marriages, female infanticide, that is, the practice of killing a girl soon after birth, polygamy, that is, the practice of having more than one wife, and parda system, banning of sati. Sati was the most cruel evil practice of the time. In this, a widow was burnt alive on the funeral pyre of her husband. The most vocal opponent of this practice was Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He launched a campaign against it. His persistent efforts yielded results and sati was declared illegal in 1829. Widow remarried. The condition of widows was also very pitiable in the 19th century. They were not allowed to remarry, nor could they attend family and community functions because Their presence at such happy occasions was considered inauspicious. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar launched a crusade for the betterment of the widows. He also wanted that widows should be allowed to remarry if they so wished. His efforts led to the passing of the Hindu Widows Remarriage Act in 1856, which permitted widow remarriage. Education for girls. The reformers knew that without giving education to girls, their condition could not be improved. The biggest advocates of women's education were Mahatma Phule, Savitribai Phule, and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. In 1848, Jyotiba opened a school for girls belonging to the lower caste. Vidyasagar also started many schools for girls. Kandukuri Veerasalingam worked for the education for girls. Law against child marriage. Child marriage was common during that time. The reformers protested against this, and after a lot of struggle, the Child Marriage Restraint Act, also known as Sarda Act, was passed in 1929. The act fixed the minimum age for marriage of girls at 18 and for boys at 21, challenging the caste system. Another problem that plagued Indian society was the caste system. The Hindus were divided into castes and subcastes. At the bottom of the social ladder were the untouchables. Eastern India. Caste inequalities had also created a barrier in social growth. Raja Ram Mohan Roy realized that the reform of Indian society had to be preceded by a reform of Hinduism itself. He realized that to break free from the shackles of the caste system and the meaningless rituals of religion, people should be introduced to the original texts of Hinduism. Thus, he took up the task of translating the Hindu scriptures into Bengali. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Swami Vivekananda also worked for caste reforms. Swami Vivekananda believed that caste was a social system and not a religious institution. Western India. In the western part of India, Gopal Hari Deshmukh, Jyotiba Ramakrishna Bhandarkar, M.G. Ranade and Ramabai Ranade were the prominent reformers. All of them spoke and wrote against the caste system. Southern India. Kandukuri Veerasalingam was one of the most important social reformers in South India. He started a Telugu journal to spread the message of social reform and caste equality. Chembeti Sri Dharalu Naidu also protested against the caste system. Sri Narayana Guru was another reformer from the south. He had experienced the oppressive caste system and devoted his life to the upliftment of the untouchables. Reformers such as E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar, K. Kelappan and J.K. Madhavan fought for the right of the untouchables to enter temples. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was also actively involved in the temple entry movement. E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar, popularly called Periyar, started the self-respect movement to fight against the domination of the Brahmins. The fight against untouchability. Mahatma Gandhi started a nationwide movement against untouchability. He called people of the so-called lower castes Harijans, or Children of God. He founded the All India Untouchability League and started the weekly Harijan.